For some of us, we take pride in the things that we can do that are original to us, right? But it's a new world today, and a lot of all these things can be replicated by artificial intelligence. You can get an editor before, but now you could just pour like all your manuscript into AI and have it edit all of all those things for you. So where does that leave us in the grand scheme of things, right? With the emergence of artificial intelligence, what is now the concept of authenticity in a digital age? That is one thing that have been bugging me for like the longest, and I am trying to find a way to articulate or like think through my thoughts on this video with you guys listening. And if you think that I am saying rubbish, please call my attention to it and correct me. I would love to learn from you as well. So far, I have been able to interact with many of these models, and there's a constant identification or like constant learning that has been happening. Is that before, you know that we had those times where you wish that, oh, I have so much on my plate and I wish that I can just duplicate myself into multiple persons that can get stuff done, right? That is where we are right now. I believe that what is going to keep you original is how well you can think and how farther you can push the boundary of your reality, current reality, which is a mixture of augmented artificial intelligence and artificial reality. Now, what do I mean by this? When I started creating presentation designs, I had to collaborate with Aisha, who would help me like review client content and like restructure their content and their slide. All I just did was design, right? And the fact that there was a need for me to depend on another human to do certain things that I had basic knowledge of. So the key thing to note here is the basic knowledge of certain things, but because I am not, it's not niched information for me, or like it's not a niche knowledge that I can't come out and like defend, but like I just have an idea of it. I had to consult a professional because this is client work. So Aisha goes through the decks and then reviews it, improves the content, because that's what she knows how to do. She doesn't really know how to design and like present them visually in the best way. So she's done with that. She brings it back to me, and then I would now go and make them a very beautiful slide that is presentable to like clients or like investors. But today, I no longer need Aisha, and here's why. Because I have a basic knowledge of how to restructure the framework for restructuring a pitch deck, introduction, problem statement, the challenges, problem statement challenges, how we plan to solve it, the features of the product, and maybe your ask, right? That's the basic idea of the framework. I can use that to guide the artificial intelligence to help me work faster, right? Something a friend said again in like a couple of days ago when I was interacting with her. She mentioned how these things are thinking models. I really cannot exactly put it in the words that she used, right? They would help you think faster or like deconstruct things faster, but like they are not yet independent of like human input and guidance, right? So authenticity would still exist, but it now comes in a version or in the form of your ability to think and then guide these tools at your disposal into becoming the best version of yourself, right? But if you relinquish control and give full dependence to these tools to think for you, like you pour things into these tools without having proper guide rails or like parameters to guide them to give you your expected result, they would give you a result that would probably make you appear worse than you actually are. Like you can, if you use some of the result that you just pour out without refining the thoughts, without refining their feedback and like correcting them that, oh, this is wrong, I expect us to like actually like play with these softwares so that we can understand some of all these things that I'm saying. It's a baby, it's a child, it has potential to be super intelligent, but like for the most part it is dumb, right? And then you see yourself correcting it. For those of us that have done that, you see yourself correcting it, and then it tells you, oh, I'm sorry, you are right, let's take it back again. A couple of times it does that. So it means that it still needs a lot of human input. So what does this mean for authenticity in the digital age, which is this? And I define digital age of today as the involvement of artificial intelligence into a lot of things that we currently do. So digital age for like 5 years ago is social media, but right now I've entered into artificial intelligence, augmented reality, virtual realities. In interacting with all these things as human, your authenticity lies in your ability to think. You would need to use your brain to think, and then use these tools to think faster and get your result out. So the game changer for me that I have seen, right, in leveraging on these tools to improve my life is the speed of output. It necessarily doesn't remove like all the responsibilities that I'm still plagued by, or like that I'm still saddled by. All it just helps me do is to deliver or like work on them faster than I normally would, because I would have needed to like spend 2 hours here, spend 1 hour here, spend all this amount of time across different tasks. But now I can zero in and just do this thing in 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 20 minutes, save a decent amount of time, and then come with as much efficiency and as much quality, because I still remain in control. So you can still be authentic, you can still sound yourself, you can still feel like your normal self, but now you can do it faster by leveraging on these tools. I hope I made sense, and if you think I do not, or I did not make any sense at all in this video, please let me know in the comment section. I'll be looking forward to hearing from you. Till we see next week. Bye.